This is actually a strange pick for me. Are we live with pistol as well? We are.
Be live already.
Well, scratch everything I just said. We are live.
It's all kicked off. Shroud seems to be doing a fair bit of damage as well. Already a 2k on the board for him. Nothing had also picked up too. And it rides on a man himself, the Swedish boy, Peter. He's going to be trying to pop himself out here. A bomb down, has to go for the peak. Slemmy and Shroud holding the angle. Instant frag for that.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't really see what happened, but it looked like, because they actually came from connector, so it might have been a pretty fast B split there from dropping in drop zone and going into connector with 2 or 3 members from B long as well, just sandwiching in the CLG players. And by the looks of it, Peter tried to flank them a little bit, but a 1-2 situation ends up going down. First round on the board for Cloud9. And CLG ends up with a force buy of their own. Cutler's going to be probably stationed in the drop zone there with the Mag 7. The rest will be sitting on pistols. As for Cloud9, just spreading out. Regular default. Taking some mid control.
Seems like Stewie might actually be the one to kick things off as he gets a bit aggressive here towards Matrix. Peter is in that elevated angle, where if they do catch him off guard, he could do a very effective amount of damage. He's actually just jumped straight down. Trying to do a little bit of damage. The spook Stewie back for the meantime.
Yeah, we see this again and again from Cloud9. Stewie is the point guard there with the SMG, just running around, trying to get some extra kills on the board. And as we've been discussing, even if he ends up going down, doesn't really matter. He only has the SMG. Not really any long distance duels. But Cloud9 will end up going towards that B bomb site.
Yeah, they're going to start to try and push in. Tarek obviously got a close broken. He does do a fair bit of damage, and that initial drag off on towards Shroud, follows it up as well, takes down Skadoodle. Will come into the play to best Cutler, but Tarek on an absolute roll right now already. A 3k picked up. He comes in with a deagle spam off towards nothing, and this eco round fantastically for CLG. They find their way through in the end and actually pick it up.
Yeah, Cloud9 throwing a bunch of flashbangs over towards the B bomb site, but not a single one that was actually close. So Tarek getting that initial kill first, getting the second one, and then just ends up jumping up. I saw you back there. That's kind of interesting.
Cut down. The illusion's been given away.
Mike has just lost it over there. But Tarek ends up with a 3 kill as well. Like I said, the first initial flash there, since Cloud9 opting not to throw a single flashbang that was close, just give Tarek that in.
Yeah, early aggression towards drop down. They did find a bit of success. It's immediately going to get snuffed down here. ADM coming in with the MP7, just tapping away the rest of his teammates to mop up a few that did actually squeeze out of window. And CLG do link the rounds together.
Yeah, fast run from Cloud9. Didn't really work out for CLG with 4 members alive. One losing that 1 member. Cloud9 with going to be saving 1 more round. So JDM is going to opt to keep that SMG. For JDM this round, he still has a lot of money saved up, but when you have Cutler and JDM with the SMGs, you want to try and go a little bit more aggressive here. Try and get some more money in your bank. Because you will probably opt to replace that SMG next round anyway. Peter playing it very aggressive here in A-hole.
Catch Lemmy out. We'll peek out a little bit. Does spot him. This is also going to spike that initial aggression towards mid. They're beginning to flood their way through. Hayes will get the opening frag. Nate's in as well. Transfer a bit of damage over, but Cutler actually very aggressive right now, just charging with a Mac 10, ripping through absolutely everyone in front of him. Skadoodle will be the last man to go down.
I think that my Swedish brother is on the board. Actually, it was already before. That's the guy I'm going to be looking into the most today.
Your homeboy.
Yeah, he's been flaming his teammates rather, the players that he coach.
Yeah.
From time to time on social media, saying that he is the better player. So I think now is the time to show that. Surprising enough for JDM and Cutler I understand. For JDM, ends up saving that SMG. Sure, CLG didn't lose a single member the round before, so didn't really have to. Nice shot through the smoke there for Tarek. Didn't really have to drop any weapons, so opting to just save all the weapons they have.
Interesting to see into this one as well. Cloud9 actually play it out. They've already lost 1 member. Steve takes some damage towards mid as well, which will hold them off. You see they've been a little bit timid. They don't want to actually Various round away, there's still potential. He's does that elevated angle as well and begin to shoot down. Actually, he's going to be able to best Stewie. You see Tarek in the elevated angle as well. Wants to try and take him down as they do go for the push. Slow round at the moment though.
Flashbangs overall. Great job by Cloud9 so far. A lot of flashbangs over towards that B bomb site. A great wall of smoke as well. Clears the entire bomb site, leaving Haste and Pita left standing.
Yeah, obviously the 3 versus 2. I'm going to go down. Peter actually swipe out Slemmy. Haste as well. Trying to find these frags. Unfortunately, his teammate will fall. Got a little bit of utility. Nice tap to actually Beskadoodle as well. He smoked the bomb. Full force, nothing to actually go for the peak, but a bit paranoid. Expecting him to jump straight on it. He's trying to get the angle. Eventually does do it. Has the kit as well. He might just pick this one up, and that's fantastic stuff from him and Peter there. Just being able to bait each other out. I guess it's just the last second as well.
Yeah, a little bit lucky there. Actually, I think got the call from a teammate saying that he did have a kit on the bomb site. Ends up picking it up, and nothing. Just spraying there a little bit randomly. We should just taking a gamble there a little bit, hoping that after the 5-second time would have gone by, then it might just end up faking it. But nonetheless, it was looking good for Cloud9 actually. 3-on-5 situation, ends up smoking off the entire B bomb site, wasting every single nade they have. Slemmy ends up getting flashed in the beginning of it as well. And then capitalizing on it. Gets the bomb site, gets the bomb down, but then CLG, good retake. I believe it was Haste winning that 1-on-1 versus nothing. But Cloud9 can still buy here. Limited nades. AK on 4 players and Slemmy with the yellow. You see a regular setup here from Cloud9 as well. Just a regular default. Spreading out. Wasting some utility in mid. We saw that round previously as well, where they take over mid first, just so they keep the 2 CLG members over on that A bomb site. Then could possibly rotate over to the B again with the same execute.
Trying to take this aggression as well once again towards drop down, so they can actually pincer through and then converge on towards the A bomb site. JDM is really going to be critical to hold them back towards mid. So he actually gets past him as well. Let's have smoke to block off sides, so you won't have to worry about surroundings at once. They offer themselves up and get the opening frag. Nothing responds and takes down Cutler. And here comes that push in towards the site as well, just trying to catch them off guard. A lot of damage coming out as well from Shroud there as he actually takes down JDM. He is left in a 1 versus 2. 15 seconds left on the clock. We'll try and go through. Push him around. Unfortunately for him, Peter had the angle covered.
Yeah, good initial entry from JDM. Gets the first one, and then you see there Cloud9 with a limited buy. And some opting for that A split with 2 members dropping in the drop zone. CLG holds him off though. And my boy Peter is top fragging, of course. He did say if it was too bad, he's going to be replaced by a little man in the second map, but we'll see about that. And look at the economy here as well for Cloud9. Could potentially buy if they want to. Not going to have a lot of nades if they want the AKs, but if they go with Galilus, they can get a pretty decent buy here. Possibly even buy and do like the little B execute that they have over the B long. It's a little bit of a gamble, but if they want to take that, they can at least have some solid nade work to work with. Or if they want to try and save here and try and get their up on Skadoodle. And if you look at the CT economy here, it's running away a little bit. Tarek with 9.2k. Peta has a lot of money as well. It's only really Cutler that's below 3k. So even if Cloud9 were to win this round, CLG will still be able to buy the next.
Obviously, a lot of cash in the bank there, so it will actually find their way through.
They're doing a great job as well, actually being able to shut them down. Not overly aggressive in their style of play as well. It's actually been quite defensive. We've only seen a little bit of a flare of that where Tarek was playing towards that broken wall on B-bomb site.
Yeah, they're playing very passive actually. You saw the only real aggressive play on A-bomb side as well was Peter that on eco. And then other than that, I don't think that JDM actually has had a good spawn yet with that op over to the B-bomb side. You might actually see him push up to the plat. Yeah, he does have a good spawn here now. So you might run over to B, run to plat and just get that one shot in, try and get the entry. Cloud9 though does opt to go for a semi-buy. Take 9 armor with a bunch of utility. Might be what I was talking about before, where you see that B execute push with the utility. Yep, JDM trying to go for that peak as well. Doesn't really work out. Ends up falling back. So here we go. Tarek with the first and the second. Gets the third as well. Nice job by him. And Cutler. Taking out nothing. Only leaving Shroud. There's a 2 kill right now, but only 9 HP left. It's going to be important here to try and get the bomb down at least.
Yeah, obviously left in that 1v3 situation, it's going to be quite hard. Only 9 HP left on him as well. Let's go for the first initial peek and lands the shot towards JDM. Can try and reposition now as well. This is going to go down. That's the angle covered. Just want to try and go for that fake plant just yet as well, seeing if they're going to push in initially. Peter from the sidelines. Nice headshot. He's actually playing 2 of them, but unfortunately Hayes just a little bit too much to handle as he picks up that final frag towards Shroud.
Yeah. Cloud9 with the gamble didn't really work out, but they, like I was talking about before, they didn't really fully buy, so we will have a full buy here coming from Cloud9 with the op on Skadoodle. Getting that drop by Shroud. A lot of nades. Pretty much all of it. Only really Skadoodle missing that one piece. It's not really needed. CLG trying to for a little boost here.
Oh. Nothing will instantly take down Cutler though. Fantastic stuff on the first shot. Actually follows it up as well with another one on towards Tarek. To gain that drop down control. They've got a little bit of breathing room to actually work with here. So they want to push in towards that B-bomb site. You can see as well 2 late round players towards mid. If there's any aggression from the CTs try and loop behind, they should be shut down very quickly. Actually will be backing off. They've got the bomb and they can do so.
Yeah, CLG falling back. It's only really Peter who's going to be playing this A bomb site. He's extremely aggressive as well. Does have a flash and a molly to try and hold him hold him off.
Oh, this could be fantastic. That's the angle. We'll actually go for the side peek. Takes down the first man. Trying to hold him back as well, just spam it away. That didn't really work out too well. Shroud was able to put him into a grave. And it just rides on Hayes and JDM. Only one nade between the both of them. It's going to be the flash. Go for the boost over the top of the smoke here. They have the angle as they cross. Great stuff as well. He will land that opening shot and begin to reposition now to hold them off towards the site. Just holding for the meantime, waiting to see if any peaks will initially come out to try and help him out a little bit on his quest. We'll jump down. Has to get overly aggressive now. Time really is of the essence. They do have those kits, but it's going to get harder as they begin to get picked off as well. Skadoodle comes in the opening frag. Shroud with a final blow on towards Hayes.
Good rotation there for Cloud9. Getting the entry first. Nothing getting that in the drop zone. Getting a lot of pressure on the B-bomb side in the beginning. Then ends up falling back after getting the 2 entries actually on the B-bomb side. Falls back. It's only really Peter that's holding that A area down in mid. Very aggressive. Gets the first one, but then ends up falling. Cloud9 getting the bomb down in a 3-on-2 situation with good after plant positions. And have the first weapon round on the board. Won the pistol. Ends up losing the first anti-eco.
This is good as well, switching up a little bit, letting JDM get into that elevated angle over by Olaf. Unfortunate for him, really won't work out this time as Shroud takes him down. Tarek will respond, but obviously Stewie had his back covered and can get the counter pick.
Faster here so far.
Stay with the AWP in his hands. It's fantastic when we do actually get to see him pick it up, but really won't be able to show us what he's got into this round as Cutler. Did have the angle covered, was able to just spray a few rounds into him and pick him off. Does bring it into a 3 versus 3 though. Peter, once again, up top doing a great job, just holds them off as they try and push through mid. Leaves nothing in such a sticky situation. Let's get a nice frag on towards Hayes. Right now as well, this will slow him down as he's trying to get that cross. Goes up the bomb, but getting absolutely rattled down by Peter from side. And he will eventually be overwhelmed.
Yeah, great position from Peter. It was actually Cloud9 ends up smoking themselves down over in mid. Rushing through it, hoping that Peter would put more pressure on the A hallway instead, but like I said, good positioning, gets the 2 kills through the smoke first. Being smart, falls back, and just cleans it up with the 3rd. Cloud9 there should have actually just ended up push more towards that B area. You already were that aggressive, no point in like pushing back. So they won the last one, and then now you see that eco from Cloud9 again.
Cutler. 97 is going to be so damaging in this position. Unfortunately, we'll only get the first. Luckily, obviously, Tarek with a response does have that revenge frag. Wants to try and do a little bit more damage as well and takes down Stewie. Just rides on nothing and Slemmy. Already got 1 kill into this. It's good. It will force Cutler to rebuy. They just want to try and keep that up, do a little bit more damage if they can. It's going to be quite hard to get the bomb on at this point into the round. So most likely just economy damage would be the best case.
Yeah, here it's just about trying to kill those people off. Still have 2 on 3. They don't have armor though and no utility, so that's getting the dink on Tarek.
Slemmy does grab it. Actually picked up the Mag 7 as well. Potential to do a little bit of damage into this round, but unfortunately Hayes had Connector on lockdown, was able to just quickly swip over and take him out of the situation.
A little bit weird there from Cloud9. Seem to be taking a little bit of a different approach here this game. Rather than putting a lot of focus on that B bomb side, which is what a lot of teams do nowadays. They take the initial control and then they end up falling back. 2 rounds in a row, we've seen that now. Sure, one of them worked, the other one didn't. Maybe I'm aggressive again there with entry.
Yeah, it's good from JDM as well, trying to catch him off guard. Obviously, we've only seen a little bit of aggression from Tarek, but the entire team's going to try and have a pop. Cutler also being able to take down Shroud. Peter towards mid as well, getting a lot of information here as they make so much noise.
Yeah, smokes it off. For CLG, it's a 5-on-3 situation, so no point in taking any more gambles here. Stay stationed. You have 2 members on the B bomb side, 2 on A, and 1 in connector. Just trying to cover every single position that Cloud9 might be going for. This rotation guy will be key as well. It's going to be extremely fast over towards B when they end up hitting here. It's going to be Cutler.
They begin to make their way in. As you said, Cutler, he should have had that out. I think really needs to try and get that entry to make their lives so much easier as they find their way in towards that bomb site. Slemmy and Co also with the bomb. They're going to be coming over. Limited utility. They do have those smokes though, which they can use to try and block off a couple of angles to make it a little bit simpler to actually get out. There they go. The smokes will begin to bloom and they'll start to flood their way into the site. He's going to be so critical into this position, just panicking a little bit. Actually looks away from drop down. It allowed nothing to get past. Tarek has fallen. Let's try and respond with a couple of shots, but won't really connect them. That is actually on the site though, tapping away through the smoke, just having a spam. Don't really control his bullets there to pick off Slemmy. Only 10 HP on him, nothing as well. Running out of utility now. The nade will go over. Let's take Peter down quite low. Perhaps quite back. Wanted to take down nothing. Isn't really going to go his favour. Gets a little bit aggressive. They have to start reacting soon. The first frag comes out. Nothing so very low at this point as well. Does have the angle, but isn't going to work out in his favour as Peter just drive by. Takes him down with a pistol. The defuse are coming off the back of Cutler as well. And CLG really dominating on their CT half early on.
Yeah, very, very slow retake there for CLG as well. Taking their time. Not really giving everything away. It was a 5-on-3, and sure, Cloud9 ends up getting the bomb site. Tark with the first initial frag there, but ends up going down right away. There was Haste as well, whiffing that spray. Ends up going down and get the bomb down, but then CLG very smart in their retakes, working together.
JDM actually trying to get a little bit aggressive. Will be warded off. I'm just trying to go for that initial peak. Really won't work out. Oh, fantastic nade as well. It's going to knock JDM down to 4 HP. They can pick him off very easily. They want to continue on with this. That fast style of CS could be quite a benefit as well if they have these Tech 9s in hand. They're getting pelted from behind as Haste coming from the rear. Rattling down, we'll take down Scoodle and Shroud as well. It's just left on Nothing and Stewie. Luckily, they're the two that had the better arsenal. But through the smoke, Peter says hello. He lands the shot on towards Nothing. Stewie, ever so accurate. We'll land that headshot over towards Tarek. Still has to do all 2 more men though. The utility left will come up behind them. Peter didn't hear that. Seems like he has actually repositioned. Fantastic stuff. Peter actually has been really on point so far. Already a 2K, both of them being headshots.
Yeah, top ranking on the server as well. Yeah, Cloud9 opting to go for that B, extremely fast B play. I believe Haste actually got boosted up in drop room there and ended up flanking them. Just shutting Cloud9 down completely. When you do that fast B play, you just want to make sure you at least have one guy in that drop zone that holds your flank as well. We're gone to the point now where Cloud9 can essentially buy every round if they want to.
Yeah, obviously that lose bonus sort of ballooning out of control. Haste as well, playing around the smoke very well. He could catch them off guard, absolutely ridiculously here. You can hear him go past. We'll get the opening frag. Wants to try and respond as well on towards Stewie. Takes him down, can switch out to his weapon as he just sprints away. Doesn't want to risk it too much and fall to Slemmy at that point. Obviously only 12 HP left. He's already done an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, again, early aggression for CLG. See this again and getting the entries. Just bring Cloud9 in every single round in a deficit. We'll be going over the A hallway though. Smoke's going to be landing over towards window and connector.
Here's the thing, Peter. It really has been a massive wall just stopping anyone that tries to get past him. And this time it isn't going to work out as well. Taken down by Slemmy. They can try and slowly trickle on towards that bomb site. Hayes just by the broken wall. Really won't actually have to do too much as his teammates have already done the hard part. Tries to find that frag over towards Shroud. Won't be able to do it, but luckily Tarek was there.
It feels like, sure, Peter is their coach, right? He's not supposed to be playing, he's supposed to be standing behind them. I feel like Peter has more of a grasp now, during at least this half, in putting his players to use. You see that aggression again and again from Haste, even from JDM, just pushing aggressively everywhere, just trying to get entry and then falling back. Just very smart play so far. Just shutting Cloud9 down completely, and they're not learning from the mistakes.
Yeah, they really are punished.
Sure, this is a forced buy again, but for the next round, they should really be playing a little bit more default.
So you can get a frag on towards Tarek, but JDM obviously was close by and could retaliate very quickly.
Yeah, again with the situation. 4-on-3 now. Guess that's better than 5-on-3, but Cloud9 very spread out here. It's only really Skadoo in the drop zone.
We'll catch him out. Wanted to try and come in behind so they could just converge on towards that A-bomb site, and Hayes really popping off now. Already a 2K. Trying to just jiggle out for the third. Forcing Nothing actually going for the peak, so Peter could help him out if he didn't find the frag, but doesn't even need the backup. We'll do it all on himself.
Yeah, look there again, smart play. And it's like small things as well, where you don't see, where it doesn't really happen too often, where you see them work together. Even though it's like a 4 or 1-on-4 situation, just working together, just making sure that you end up killing. Because look at CLG's economy, it's actually not that great. Sure, it's the last round, but let's say that this was earlier on in the game, and it was a 1-on-4. You don't want to give up any weapons. So Hayes getting that 2 kill, and then just ends up waiting for Peter to help him out, and then you double peek him, and it ends up falling, right? Just overall, very smart play. For Cloud here again, we're going to see that B push coming into play. See if they have better success.
JDM. Once again, they just have no idea about this level of aggression. He's been doing it countless times. They're still not prepared for it. Tarek as well. Somehow was able to just swip himself back around and best Stewie. School and Nothing, the last 2 men alive on that side. It's unfortunate for School there. Was trying to get that shot off on towards JDM. Just jumps in the air, land back down, and we're still given enough time to actually rip him away. I mean, there's not much of a stake left in the round for nothing at this point either.
Yeah, no, not really. 104. Gets the call as well. It's going to be 13-2 half for CLG. Cloud9's map pick. I think overall their CT play has been really good. Having the economy on their side as well, and Cloud9 not even getting the bomb down in most of the cases. I think I've seen the bomb down like 3 or 4 times maybe at most in 15 rounds. Let's see, only 2 times. That is really bad if you're on the T side. Normally, like I was talking about on Cobblestone, most of the times you do end up with a lot of those rounds just ending up playing out over towards that B area with a smoke execute. Didn't really see that too often from Cloud9 though. The one round they won, other than the pistol, was the entry from nothing onto Haste, and then actually 2 entries on the B bomb side. Ends up falling back, only leaving Peta behind on that A bomb site. Ends up getting the bomb down in a 3-on-2 situation with good afterplan positions and ended up winning that one. But that's pretty much it. CLG very dominant so far. Aggressive play all around. JDM with a lot of entries. Haste as well playing very aggressive. Let's see if Cloud9 can do the same. It's going to be very difficult though. Only Cutler and Peta actually with 2 smokes each and 1 flash on Cutler.
Interesting buy as well. Tarek actually opting to go for the Julies there. He wants to try and just go for this very aggressive kind of play. Anyway, it's really going to complement him. He does have the armour that you more than likely would have expected to see. It sound like a Tech 9 in his hands, but nevertheless, let's see how it will actually pan out in towards the round. And he's going to be that massive strike towards the B bomb site. Heavy aggression towards drop down, nothing. Tapping away, he wants to try and force them back. He isn't going to go his favour though. They get a few tags off, but couldn't find a frag just yet. Playing around the smoke. This could be so massive into the round if they don't actually sniff him out soon. Strike now. He's in as well. Actually links 3 of those frags together. Fantastic as he just rips his way through all of them. Scoodle actually claimed the last one towards JDM. But it was a fairly effective pistol round from Cloud9. Could have gone quite far south, but great stuff from nothing.
Yeah, looked good for CLG in the beginning. They're getting the entry. Nothing playing that very smart. Hiding in the smoke. And then when you notice that they ran past him, you just take that initial peek. Gets the 2 first, and the third one was a beauty. And the third. Let's get the pistol on the board. That's the second pistol for Cloud9 this map. Let's see if they can hold on to it.
Oh, the Doodle with the opener and a follow-up as well. Actually links it into the triple kill before he starts to take a little bit of damage and is forced to back off. But won't matter as his teammates there. The cavalry's arrived and they are just picking off the last few remaining members. CLG now, that's with Tarek. He is just trying to backpedal out of there. Does have the bomb, but really shouldn't get too much out of this round.
Yeah, no, I can't really afford to save out, you know. It's not really worth. So he's just gonna be waiting here, hoping that Cloud9 over-rotates a little bit. I see there you do have 1 Cloud9 member flanking and 2 still on A. He's not gonna get the bomb down here. He's gonna be lucky enough if he does get 1 kill. Catching 1 apart. Oh, it's 2. Not gonna happen. Very fast play there for CLG. Just 1 expo flash up in middle. Trying to see if Cloud9 played a little bit too aggressive, but Skadoodle playing very defensively there, getting the 3 kill. Shutting CLG's. It was actually a full buy, except for JDM, same for drop. No head armor, so Skadoodle had a pretty easy time in just shutting them down.
Seems like it will be that very aggressive hit towards side early on. Nice nade coming out from Slemmy there. A mortar strike as it transfers a fair bit of damage over to the side of CLG. They will peek him as well. First man actually goes around on his lonesome. Luckily, it does get through with his life. Slemmy could be overrun here. He will make the call for the rest of his teammates to try and come over, but he starts to do the job himself. A 3K comes out on the site as well, Skadoodle. Has the angle covered. If they peek into him, should just rip his way through him. Don't even need to. Tarek, unfortunately, does take down nothing and scavenges M4 as well. Gonna go for a peek here, but we'll still have to dispatch 3 more members of Cloud9 to actually pick the round up.
Yeah, they do know that he's here though. Very important for now for Cloud9 not lose any more members.
Yeah, they don't want to have to go for any more rebuys than is utterly necessary. Because well, you can see he is quite anxious. Doesn't really just want to walk out and have his head knocked off immediately. So just trying to buy a bit of time before he has to go for the peak. Still 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yep. Just wasting everyone's time here. Just go and die, Tarek. Just go and die. Yep.
He's not a fan.
He is not.
He wants to stay alive. He wants to be free.
Yeah. Same that for. He doesn't really have anything else, but if you look at his money, it's 1.9k. He's gonna be getting that armor and all the nades, so that's really hard to save. We'll see the first weapon round. Here now, super important here for Cloud9. The comeback is still doable. It's just very important now because you don't have that many rounds to work with, so keeping your economy in shape is going to be very crucial here. Not doing any unnecessary peaks. Work together, try and stay alive, and you can potentially call this back. Even if you end up losing one round, you should still have enough money to keep on buying. If you do end up messing up here a little bit by overextending and ends up dying with a little bit too many members, then you probably should have. I think CLG is just going to walk away with this one.
Again, trying to go for the point pick over towards drop down. Didn't actually land it on towards Shroud, but he has backed off. Being a bit more timid now, won't actually go for the face again. You can see everyone start to reposition as well. Just leaving the one lurk on that seaside. JDM, that was a free shot on towards nothing. He had the angle, but he whiffs at the last second.
Yeah, very unfortunate here for JDM.
Ooh. Google will actually do the same though, so he's allowed to hold on to his live just for a little bit longer.
He's just lurking in the mid as well. Cloud9 so far though, not over-rotating. Not that much info yet from CLG, so... CLG as well have no smoke grenades left.
Ooh, Slemmy flashes himself in towards mid. Does actually get rid of the lurk in Haze, so it's going to be a bit harder for CLG as they start to push in towards the B-bomb site. Going to get swatted out of the air. Rides on Tarek now. It's a ridiculous amount of damage from Stewie. Does get away with his life and tries to just back off. Once again, just sprinting away.
Yeah, that B bomb site is so difficult to actually take. Actually, both of these bomb sites are so difficult to take if you don't have any smokes left. It's going to come down to just hitting straight headshots. But CTs in that position have such an easy time as well, just to top the pillars and help each other with flashbangs. There really shouldn't be a single point in time where any CT should end up losing that round. And they hold it off. It's a good job so far. And Tarek, yeah, sure, ends up saving that M4 again. But the rest of his players are gonna be saving. 2 smoke grenades on, 2 flashbangs. On the CLG side.
There's that potential obviously to let him sort of be the frontline infantry and try and get that entry frag for his side, and then they can transfer it back. It's a pretty cool nade going over. Does a little bit of damage on towards the CLG boys. Stewie now is going to be put up towards Olaf as well. Such a hard angle to deal with when they only have these tech lines and they're going to have to push into close range near him. Nothing. He doesn't even need an angle. Just going to be coming through the smoke as everyone has the flood into him. And Stewie will come into the effect for the final 2 frags.
Yeah, solid play, or a solid hold there for Cloud9. Nothing, just holding in mouse 1, getting the 3. Let's do with the second one as well. All 5 CLG members sliding through a smoke. Yeah, CLG hasn't really done anything that... It's been 5 rounds in to this half so far. Haven't really seen that much. CLG been mostly playing default. Hasn't really worked out, and you see here Cloud9 trying to go a little bit more aggressive here. 3 on that A bomb site. Hoping that CLG will go that way. Yeah, they don't end up hearing anyone, so they do see the roti coming in. It's very smart since CLG is looking to be executing over that. this B bomb site.
We have seen a lot of aggression towards that drop down area. I haven't really been able to find the opening frag towards Shroud, just merely damage him and force him out of position for a few seconds to allow him to strike. It'll be interesting to see if they can actually remove him from the scenario into this one. A lot more utility as well, so they can divide the bomb site a little bit easier. They are actually beginning to rotate off as well. Come back quickly though, now they hear the nades going in. And there's that push we were talking about for Shroud. Trying to get behind the wall. Let's find a frag over towards Tarek. Skadoodle also shutting down Cutler. JDM's on the scene though. Thought he missed the opening frag, went back in for seconds to take down Stewie. If you can get the angle here, it'd be fantastic. Get him in a nice little position. And Shroud gets taken away. Skadoodle has returned fire. Yeah, just landing the headshot on towards Skadoodle as well. And it falls on nothing. 1 versus 2. HP is low across the board for everyone here. He is just going to be tiptoeing out. Doesn't want him to be aware of his position. Spots up the angle towards Hades. Wanted to switch over as well towards Peter, but unfortunately wasn't as fast.
Yeah, good job there from CLG. Ends up in a 3-on-5 situation. JDM just starts hitting those shots, getting the 2 kills. And 3-on-3 situation on the bomb side. Ends up in a 2-on-1 in favor of CLG. Nothing was left alone. Good job there by CLG in the end there. So 1-on-2 situation. Hayes getting the first initial peek. And when nothing is holding, is starting to fire over to Hayes. He does get him, but Peter extremely fast on that revenge frag there. And that's what I was talking about as well. Very important with economy. Cloud9 can still buy here.
Nothing put on top of tree as well. Very easy stuff for him. Can just look down over the top of the smoke, and Tarek was unaware of that. Gets taken down. Peter is also going to follow the same route as his teammate. And this round looking like it's going to be very shaky if CLG even have much of a leg to stand on into it. Now Arsenal not looking too good either, as the only people with guns have been picked off. So also taking down Cutler, so it just falls on Hazed and JDM. They have the AWP. If you get the initial pick with that, you might be able to try and push out on towards that bomb site. It's going to take a little while for the rest of Cloud9 to rotate over off from B. It just rides on if anyone's going to try and offer themselves up, really.
This should not be a winnable round from CLG.
I'm just going to slowly tiptoe through. Skadoodle in the open. JDM does take him down as well. But they are towards side, just tucked in by Wood. There's going to be another man. Slammy is holding it. JDM actually, luckily, let's get up behind him and pull the trigger. Molotov goes in as well, so they're forced to just funnel their way in through balcony. The headshot comes in. Shroud getting taken down. Let's recover the bomb now. Already a 3K on the board for JDM. He's hungry for more. Molotov forces him to plant a little bit further back than he would actually like. Nothing could have the angle as soon as he pops around the back of Van, spots him out. Couldn't return the shot, and unfortunately Stewie as well was there.
Yeah, as I was saying, should not be a winnable round. That could have actually ended up being a winnable round. JDM, great frags there. First one onto Skadoodle, all the way over at the A bomb site. Gets the second one as well, and then Haste. It's a shame that he ended up going down. Otherwise, he would be left in a 2-on-3 situation with bomb down. And then by then, it's 100% winnable. Cloud9 though stabilizes. For CLG, a little bit sloppy in the beginning there. It's a shame. You see there, imagine what CLG could have done there with 5 members live rather than only 2. Very spread out there in the early stages of the round. Instead rather than just to play together.
Stewie, that MP9 in close range could be so ridiculously powerful. Has the crossfire set up as well, and they will just bounce right in front of him, a 3K, before he's eventually put down by Peter. Nothing responds with one. Hungry for the follow-up frag as well. Peter so low at this point, has to just try and push into best him. Will eventually land the headshot with a P250. Flashbang goes over, but Slemmy was there and had the angle covered.
Yeah, pretty much from Eco, just bought 3 flashbangs, flashing over. Shame wasn't up one of those flashbangs though, ended up getting thrown close. Stu with a triple kill as well. We can go back again with the economy there. Stu being smart there, buying the SMG. For CLG here, they seem a little bit stressed. In reality, they really shouldn't be. Should probably be better off with 1 more eco. Get some more nades on the board.
See the effects of that. Alright, somehow they're just tapping away through the smoke. Will actually remove Stu from the equation, but definitely is a lot of limited utility on that side. It's not going to be as easy as they'd like to actually efficiently zone out all of the CT side of Cloud9 when they go for the site take. Taking down Stu, though, means there is still 3 members towards that B bomb site. A's actually only got 1 man. If they can take him out, could be fairly easily for them to just creep in. And once again, trying to go for this, where they just all converge through the middle. Cutler has the backup of Tarek. They're going to try and work their way down through drop down, meeting connector as they overrun the A bomb site. Is it going to work?
You should have heard that smoke grenade. Instead, you still see the rotation for Cloud9. It is a smart play, taking the gamble here. CLG's going to be battling against 3 Cloud9 members with Tarek. Very smart here.
And there you go. Like that free shot over towards Slemmy as he starts to sprint now. Wants to get onto the bomb site. Panicking a little bit actually. He was aware of Scoodle's position, but unfortunately he was above and not below. JDM will take him out. After another random shot off as well towards connector. Would have been able to shut down Nothing if the time was a little bit more in his favour. Unfortunately, Nothing staying alive has been a massive detriment to the side as he gets not 1 but 2 headshots coming out. And it all rides on Cutler. Has to get the bomb planted as there's not a lot of time left. I think with a nice flash will just charge in, trying to rattle off the shots, but isn't really going to be able to connect them. Cutler slays him.
Yeah, Nothing again there with a potential clutch situation. Ends up getting Peter, gets JDM as well. One with Cutler. Cutler got partially flashed there. Ults in mouse 1 and gets Nothing in the end. Yeah, Cloud9 with the gamble, having 3 members there on that A bomb site. Despite losing that entry, taking a gamble. They had the right approach, just didn't work out.
I get that entry once again. Cutler just playing off the spawn here with the aggression. Just rips his way through Shroud as if he's Nothing. Still will respond. There's the Famous, but unfortunately he's put down fairly quickly. Peter as well glides through the air to land the headshot on towards Nothing. Skadoodle is close by. As the AWP, trying to have a bit of a sniff around, see if he can spot them out. And go for the smoke shot. It's not going to actually land on towards anyone. They go for the counter brief play. There's a little bit of potential, as obviously Slimmy does have the smoke. And they've got a little bit of time to work with as well. They don't actually have a kit, so things could be quite tense. Skadoodle still blocked off. No line of sight for him. JDM has the angle covered to stop Slemmy as well. We'll remove him. Panicking now as Skadoodle just wants to switch for his weapons. Try and make his life a little bit easier in the close quarter combat. Won't work out. That's going to be a 16-9.
Yeah, and as for Cloud9, no really Nothing showing up there. Whereas on the CLG side, I'm gonna give it to man of the match.
Yeah.
You know, they actually had a lot of people showing up there. Tarek played great, JDM as well. A lot of entries.